Ciao ragazzi, Claudio Giganti here with Giga Racing. We're here to talk about Qatar 1 race day Sunday. Really nice race today, guys. We start talking with the warm-up. On warm-up, the Yamahas were right there in front, although the time is a little bit different between the race and the warm-up. So the temperature of the track is a bit different. Now today was a windy day. Windy day means that the Ducatis were not in advance because they, with the big wings they have, on the bike, they're having troubles on the straightaway to get the full speed. Okay. Also, there is also another problem when there's wind in Qatar because the sand gets blown into the truck. The sand generates, number one, more friction on the tires, so there's more different tire wear. And also, it's a little bit more slippery. So the conditions were a little bit iffy today on the warm-up. We see Morbidelli and Valentino Rossi. Rossi tried the hard compound, tried to make work the hard compound rear, but he couldn't. So he didn't have a good lap time. He finished right at the back in 20 position on warm-up. Morbidelli, it was on 10. But the other Yamahas, Quartararo and Vinales, they had the bike set up pretty good and they were right up front, and Zarco was over there as well on third place. Talking about the race, the start was really good. As I said yesterday, was anybody's game. Miller had some trouble with the tires. You can see that he fell back at the beginning, was right up front, and then he fell a little bit backwards. As I said, the Suzuki, I was predicting that they were coming back strong, and they did. The Suzuki did really good. Valentino Rossi and Morbidelli. Morbidelli completely messed up the setup on the bike. I couldn't get a good lap time, finished right at the back. Valentino Rossi, if you look at the end of the race, 10 seconds behind Vinales. Yes, 10 seconds are a lot, but about half a second a lap. And at the beginning of the race, he was right with them. And then he couldn't get, again, the rear tire working. So he fell a little bit back. Then Binder in the pass, when he passed, Valentino really pushed him out of the way, and he lost a lot of momentum, got passed by another 3 bikes. So he got stuck in the back and then slowly recovered. Now Valentino, if you look at their lap times, again, they're in the 55s, 56, few 56, a lot of 55. So his pace that was there, just didn't get the right setup, and he couldn't stay up front. At the front, it was really an enjoyable race. Francesco Bagnaia, he started really good. He leaked for most of the race. But Ducati, everybody forgets that, yes, they're the fastest on the straightaway, but to use the mopping to be so fast on the straightaway and have 20 kilometers an hour faster, you're using more gas. So if you're using the mopping, they're not going to be able to finish the race, okay? Because everybody has the same amount of gas, but the Ducati, to be that much faster, they burn a lot more gas. So that's why you saw them falling behind a little bit, and on the straightaway there was not a big difference like it was in qualifying and in practice. Talking about the Suzuki, came out really strong from the back. Johan Mir, he was really good until that last corner. Now he tried to do at the last corner a different line to prevent the 2 Ducatis to have like a tunnel, like a slipstream, and managed to pass him on the straightaway. But to do so, he went quite wide, and he lost momentum, and so the Ducatis got underneath him, and they just flew right by it. So it was kind of stolen from him. He should have deserved the second spot. He rode really good. Everybody else, as I said, Morbidelli never did really good. Round of applause to Enea Bastianini. Unbelievable. He finished 10. Very respectful lap times, and only 9.2 seconds behind Vinales. So he did really good for his first race unbelievable. We'll see a lot from him this year, I believe, on that Ducati. He did really good. Luca Marini never got in the groove, 22nd behind. Let's give him a couple more races before we can actually judge Luca Marini as well. The two Suzuki came back really strong. They're good at managing the tires, and also because they have a light aero package, the wind didn't affect them as much than affect the Ducatis. So you got to take that in consideration. But overall, Mario Vignale rode a fantastic race. He stayed behind, he managed his tire, and then he slowly picked one by one. And then when he was up front, he felt good with the bike, and he opened a little bit of gap, and nobody could touch him anymore. So really good for Mario Vignale. Zarco, I said we could see something from him, and we did. He finished second, really good ride from him. He was second almost the entire direction of the race, so he did really nice. And again, third, Francesco Bagnaia put a good race together considering the wind condition, considering the tire degradation and such. So really good. Let's see what happened next week. Last year on the double race on the same racetrack, the weekend after, things always change. It wasn't the same victorious rider that did the first race, won the second one. So let's see what happened next weekend. It's going to be interesting. Everybody got a lot of laps in Qatar now. Everybody's going to be close again. Again, it's going to be anybody's game. So let's hope that to see back Rossi on front and Morbidelli, my two guys, my two favorites. But again, good job for Vignales today, for Zarco, and for Bagnaia. Thank you for watching Giga Racing with Claudio Giganti. We'll see you guys on Friday after free practice 1 and 2. Thank you for watching. Ciao.